Good morning, everyone. Thank you for stopping in regards to talking to you today about something that's very much on our mind here. Before we start, though, I want to introduce some of the people that are with me. We have First Deputy Victor Oles, who's here on my far left. We have the Bureau Chief of the Sex Crimes Bureau, Michelle Lopez, my far right. We have Deputy Bureau Chief Kerry Williams, my immediate right. Assistant District Attorney Marissa Mora-Wynn in the middle here. And Acting Deputy Bureau Chief of the Public Integrity Bureau, Jennifer Skulko, to my immediate left. I sought your attendance here today to assist me in making an important public safety announcement. First, I want to note that in light of the recent arrests and events in the city of Peekskill, I want to emphasize that the Peekskill Police Department is a professional, hardworking agency that deserves a great deal of credit for the good work it does every day. I want to thank Mayor Andre Rainey, Chief Halmy, and Lieutenant Galusha for their cooperation and assistance in our ongoing investigation. I'd like to also recognize and thank Michelle Lopez, Chief of our Sex Crimes Bureau, and our investigators who acted quickly to interview the victim in the Peekskill case and investigate the allegations. And as I've indicated, that investigation is ongoing. What we have learned from that experience is that people do not always know where to turn when confronted with a situation where they are a victim of a crime. We have in this office, the District Attorney's Office, many skilled professionals with specialized training who can provide assistance to people in need. For example, we have Assistant District Attorneys with expertise and years of experience in such areas as sex crimes and public integrity, as well as domestic violence. We need your help in getting the message out to the public. So, who do you call when an alleged abuser is a person in a position of authority? And that is why I want to take this opportunity to remind everyone that if for any reason they have concerns about filing a claim locally, they can contact this office. It is absolutely critical that people understand that the mission of the District Attorney's Office is one that is dedicated and devoted to serving justice. Our job is about holding people who commit crimes in this county appropriately accountable for their actions. There are vulnerable populations who may feel powerless to come forward, and we will give them a voice. We are here to help them. We have duty assistant district attorneys available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to try to address problems that do arise. Of course, we generally suggest that they make their first contact to their local police, but if they feel uncomfortable about that, they are able to reach out to the district attorney's office. So with that, I'd like to introduce Michelle Lopez, who is going to talk to you a little bit about the Sex Crimes Bureau.
Thank you, DA Scarpino. I want to thank News 12 for recognizing that this matter needed to be in the hands of law enforcement and connecting the victim in this case with our office. While our office works collaboratively and cooperatively with all law enforcement agencies within Westchester County, and we achieve much success in our work, we recognize that even in 2020, regardless of the tremendous impact the Me Too movement has had in empowering victims to come forward, there are still sex assault victims in our communities who nonetheless feel trapped by their abusers, believe that they're powerless to report it, and fear reporting it to authorities because they fear they will not be believed. The Sex Crimes Bureau, the talented ADAs that are here with me today, we prosecute sex crimes and sex trafficking cases involving victims ages 17 and up, and we partner with the Public Integrity Bureau, headed by Jennifer Skulko, to prosecute those who abuse their positions of authority as public officials throughout our county. My colleagues within the Child Abuse Bureau and Domestic Violence Bureaus also prosecute those cases involving victims under the age of 17 and that are abused in the domestic unit. We review these cases with a victim-centered approach. We have a believe first motto. Doesn't matter if you're a male or a female victim, rich or poor, have an addiction history, a mental health history, are an immigrant or a citizen. Doesn't matter your race, religion, sexual orientation. We strive to achieve justice within the law where we can, and when we can't, we provide the explanations that victims deserve and connect them with much needed services, from ensuring their safety, ensuring that they get proper medical treatment with the Westchester Medical Center, ensure that they get trauma therapy through the assistance of our own Victims Justice Center as well as Victims Assistance Services, and we assist with their housing. I'm heartened that News 12 recognized the resource that we are, and in making the referral to us, on behalf of the District Attorney's Office, I want to make the community aware that we are here and we hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Any questions? I'll try to answer those that I can. Of course, as I've indicated to you, we have a continuing investigation, I'm not surprised. Yes?
Are you guys potentially looking at other victims as a way of getting the message out that, hey, we believe there might be other people who this officer may have targeted?
Well, our concern is always, we are continuing our investigation, and part of our investigation and the hope with the press's involvement is that if there are any other victims, whether it be involved in this case or any case, that they come forward to assist us in regards to our continuing investigation obligations in this case. We have no indication that there are other victims out there, but this is the importance of the public service announcement that we're making here. Because this is something that we need input from people on the outside. And this case has indicated to us that there are people are not sure, especially when you have a person in power. Sometimes they feel uncomfortable going to their local police, and there are other places to go if they feel uncomfortable doing that. And that's why we're reaching out. And that's why we need your assistance in regards to continuing our investigation in this case and other cases.
Can you tell us about the audio recording that the victim made?
Tell you what about it? There is an audio recording. I saw it on News 12. I think that it was provided. That so we have heard it. It's been part of our investigation. It's an important piece of evidence.
How did Agovino come to know this victim? What were the circumstances that led those two to know each other, or to him targeting her?
Well, it was publicly reported that I believe he was dispatched to an incident that occurred for him to investigate a potential larceny. That's our understanding of how it occurred.
Was that a legitimate larceny report, investigation?
My understanding it was a legitimate call. Whether it's turning out to be an actual case or not I don't have that information at this time.
Is there any indication that the two knew each other before that larceny call, or is that when they met?
That's my understanding.
We're investigating that.
We're investigating.
You guys investigating whether or not there are any other officers within the department that may have exhibited similar behavior?
Well, we're not aware of any, but the purpose of this public announcement, this public safety announcement, is exactly this for not just Peekskill, for any place, that people understand that if they feel uncomfortable about an incident that has occurred and feel uncomfortable about reporting it to their local police, there are other avenues to go rather than to News 12, because we are a law enforcement agency that's available. We have the expertise. That's why I brought some people up here that you could ask some questions of on the types of things that they're capable of doing, and I'd be more than happy to turn it over to them, because you can tell. You heard from Ms. Lopez that there are a lot of services that we provide to these individuals that have concerns. It's not just investigating their claim, it's providing them with assistance, providing them with protection if they need it, providing them with any services that are available. Other outsourced groups such as Hope Store, My Sister's Place, we are able to provide them with services that they may not be aware of. And that's an important part of what we do. And that's why we want people to be aware of that.
Have there been any similar accusations made against Agovino in the past?
Not, as far as I know, I'm not aware of any at this point in time.
And on that, he was involved in a federal lawsuit years back. Any other, whether it was this type of thing or not, any other accusations in general of bad conduct against this officer?
Not that I'm aware of at this time.
Case still before the grand jury, or?
Pardon me?
Is the case still before the grand jury, at this stage? Do you expect an indictment?
I don't think it's being presented as of this point in time. We are preparing for that. Any other questions?
So what is the status of the case now?
Michelle, you want?
happens next?
Michelle, come up to the microphone so that.
Well, it is in a pending status. The case is adjourned in local court where it initially is charged, but we anticipate in the coming weeks that it would be presented to the grand jury. That's where we're at.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Forgive me, I was a little late. Would you mind recapping just your update on this case?
No, we'll just give her a copy of your statement.
Yeah, we'll give you a copy of this thing.
It's for audio purposes. I can't, if you could just say a couple of sentences from just your update on this case today.
Well, okay. Frankly, what I did was introduce the people that were here and talk about the importance of this being a public safety announcement. And my concern is that from the incident that occurred in Peekskill, it became aware that this information came to us through the press, that individuals are not aware of when they feel uncomfortable reporting matters to the local police departments, that they can report it directly to the district attorney's office, and that we have people with expertise in sex crimes, domestic violence, public integrity, that are always available to take their complaints and provide them with the voice. And we're very concerned about the people that are most vulnerable members of our community, and that it's important that they know that they have a voice here if they come to the district attorney's office.
Sounds like you're asking other potential victims to come forward.
Well, we are always asking for any potential victims to come forward, anybody that can help us, any people that are out in the community that can help us with this pending investigation or any other investigations. It's very important that we have the assistance of the community.